What's up, besties? I am back with my face to talk about the update because that's the only thing to talk about until November 5th. I mean, what else is there really, honestly, going on in the world? Also, did I just do like a normal intro to my video? I just feel like that was kind of normal, and now I'm making it weird and not normal. So nailed it. At least we're doing better. We're getting better every day, much like Animal Crossing, New Horizons. Getting better every day, including the fact that we have like 300 new items that are just coming to our game. 300. And that's only the stuff that we saw in the direct. Like, what? Sorry, I'm just still in disbelief about this. It's been like over a week. It's fine. So I wanted to today highlight some of my favorites so far that have been announced. It's hard to do that. I acknowledge that. It's basically impossible, kind of. Like, it's gonna be a list about my favorite stuff, but at the same time, it's not. I made a few rules for myself just to make this list even possible because I love so much of it. It's like there's no way that there's only 10 things that are like notable for me, like the whole thing is notable. But I took a few things off limits just to make it fair. For example, the froggy chair, obviously, that's like not even list worthy. Like, this goes above everything. You could just assume that it's like number 0 in a list of 1 through 10, and 0's like the best. Is that a thing people do? No, 0 is usually a bad thing. It's just like above a list, it's unlistable because it's better. Like, obviously you guys are gonna know if I don't say this now, obviously the froggy chair is gonna be number 1, and you'd be right. So we're just gonna say that the froggy chair is off limits. It's obviously the best item in the game, end of story. Second thing is that I tried to stay away from like the sets. I don't know if anything on this list is from a set because I'm stupid and there could be stuff from a set, but I tried my best. I like went out of my way to not put stuff on this list from a set. Otherwise, like 8 out of the 10 things on this list would be from the ranch set. Not fair. It's weird. It's just not a good, compelling list, So again, we can just assume that I love the ranch set. I love the modern set. I love the Rococo set. I love all the sets. We all love the sets. And then finally, no food on this list, just because food, even though to me it's very much an item, they're very much like decorations and not food. For the list, again, the whole thing would be food. There's so much good food. It's kind of unbelievable. So I just figured I would leave food off the list to make it easier. This is basically just stuff I want to talk about that I love, that really stood out to me in the direct more than anything, that I'm like super excited about. And the internet loves lists. So here I am doing this. It's just an excuse to talk to you guys about the direct, honestly. So without further ado, let's get started. Starting at number 10 is actually something that I really want to talk to you guys about because I didn't get to talk about it in my video about the direct because I didn't know that this existed. And then I found this like thing that has a bunch of screenshots from the update. And there are some pretty alarming things involved here. So allow me to show you this picture. It's a lot to unpack here. There is a lot to unpack. This is Tabby. I always knew she had it in her. I've always been a little sus about Tabby. She's always been kind of like a spooky icon to me, and this just really seals the deal. This is a pretty horrifying sight to behold. There's a lot going on here, and there's so much. It's really hard, again, to narrow it down. There's so much that I love. Obviously, this is a hospital for nefarious purposes. This is not a place of healing. This is not a place you want to go get anything done. This is a place you want to explore with a camera crew and plenty of weapons. It's just not an inviting place. There's a lot, again, going on here. There's like a medicine cabinet in the back. Tabby is unhinged. She's gone. There is absolutely no reasoning with this woman. There is no getting her back. She's gone forever. She's in a wheelchair. She's smiling. She seems to be taking the role of a doctor, but she is not a doctor. Do not go with her anywhere. There's like some glow in the dark shit on the walls. That's really cool. Those new. There's a brain in a jar in the back. That's and then there's like an x-ray desk over here. Bones, just pure human remains, bones on the ground. All of that is great. Really love it. But my favorite thing in this picture, by far, something I think is so irreplaceable, so exciting. I think it's going to be a staple of any spooky island, of any scary place. I love that torture chair. I love the torture chair. I know it's a dentist chair, at least I think it is, but that is obviously from the early 1700s. It's not a dentist chair that any reputable dentist is using. That chair is not there for like antique collectors purposes. It's like obviously operational. It's in use. There's like a light above it. It is quite clear what's going on in that chair. It's quite clear what that chair is for. It's a torture chair and it's number 10 on the list. I love it. It probably won't be in my house because I am a normal, regular citizen. However, if I ever decide to just go crazy and like make Mothman, my other island, like a super spooky place, that is my chair right there. That's my throne. Actually, it's your throne because I'm not going in the torture chair. You are. Maybe. Anyway, so that's number 10. Love the torture chair. Can't wait to see what it has in store for us. Just kidding. Could totally wait. Don't want to be tortured. Anyway, number 9 is this trellis. This gorgeous trellis. I just love it. I love all the possibilities. We're going to mess it up with this bad boy. Like the gardens will never be the same, honestly. And I know in my heart that there are so many awesome ways to customize this bad boy. Come on. Like I bet there's a lighter version with different flowers and stuff, and I just can't wait. All my gardens and stuff, like the outside, I just love decorating outside, and I think that this thing, come on, it's like a movie. Like people are gonna kiss under it. I just know it. Like what if we kissed under there? What would happen? Just kidding. Unless, I don't know. I just love it. I think it's so pretty, and I can't wait to see how we can customize it. And if we can't customize it, we're gonna be able to customize it. Come on, look at it. Come on. That's not even the best color. Like I know it has so much more to offer. That's the best part about this thing is like I know that this is just the beginning with the trellis. Number 8 is this hanging chair that they tried to hide from us. They did. They tried to hide it. It was shown for quite literally a split second in the direct, but we found it. We caught it. We caught them. They can't get this kind of stuff past us. Of course they can't. Try as they might, they cannot get this hanging chair with all the vines and the shrubbery and stuff past us. And it's customizable. I just can't wait to see. Like, I just want to see it more close up. This is like a blurry thing. This is all we get, but we know it's coming. We know that it exists and we know it's customizable. It's going to be so delectable. I just can't wait. I cannot wait. I love this thing. Ugh. Number 7 is this cave that the Nook twins inexplicably have in their home that I want for my home. The Nook twins don't deserve it. I do. I love it. I think any cave is awesome. Unless I'm like inside it, but like caves are just so aesthetic. They're so cool looking. I don't know if this goes outside too, but I hope it does. I'm sure it does. Of course it does. Everything goes outside, right? Why would I even say that? Anyway, yeah, the cave is awesome. I can't wait for us to, like, I'm sure you can't go into the cave. There's probably nothing in there, but like you can make it kind of a thing on the outside where like people do go into the cave and it's just like, you know, it's just gonna be a thing and I can't wait. I love this cave and I wonder if we can customize it. Maybe. And then we get this cactus. I just love cactuses. I know that there's a lot of really cool outdoor plants and like indoor plants too. There's like a lot of cool plants. I should have just started with that. There are so many cool plants and it was so hard for me to pick just one because like I couldn't have the whole list be plants. I could actually, but then the whole list would be plants and it would have just been the top coolest plants in the Animal Crossing Direct video. And that's not as, I don't know, you know, compelling. So I had to pick one and it was really between the baobab trees, those really cool, really old trees in Africa. Those are going to be awesome. Also the bonsai tree, the giant bonsai tree, amazing. But I love cactuses. I just think that they're so cool. There's something about them is like so fascinating to me. Like I don't know. The big ones too. Whenever I see like a big cactus, I'm always like it's just a big cactus. Holy shit. And so I just felt so drawn to that. Like as soon as I saw the cactus, I was like, hell yeah. Cause I'm a cactus girl. I just love cactuses. Number 5, you guys know this was going to be on there cause you know me. It's the Plush Shelf. I don't even know if this is a shelf that we customize. That's like some of them are with plushes, but the fact that this is like a plushie collection, it's so near and dear to my heart. I can't believe that I finally get to just be myself in this game, honestly, have like 100 plushies and put them on a shelf. I love this thing. I think it's so cute. I cannot wait to see if we can customize the plushies in it and then we can put plushies on top of it. It's going to be so cute. But even if this is the only one we get, like, I still love it so much. Like, this is kind of surprising even to me, but the bubble machine is number 4. The bubble machine, the one from Hopkins' house. I don't like Hopkins. I don't trust Hopkins, but I trust the bubble machine. I really do. I love the ambience of this thing, and I really am thinking about just the impact this thing is gonna have for real, because it's a bubble machine and they're just bubbles, but it's gonna like be more than an item, you know? It's gonna be more than just a piece of furniture. It's like an ambience. It creates a mood, a thing. There's like bubbles in the air now. That's special. There's not, you know, not every item is out there doing that. And we got those little like the cloud maker thing from the Sanrio stuff, but that's a disappointment to me, at least. I don't know if anybody else is talking about this, but it just, there's like the clouds are this big. And it doesn't even change, like nobody even notices when you put those things out. I wanted clouds everywhere, and I feel like the bubble machine is bringing that to the table. It's putting the bubbles everywhere, whereas the cloud machine from the Sanrio thing isn't. So I'm excited about this bubble machine. I love it. I think it's gonna be amazing. It was really hard for me to pick between all of the stuff in just this one room, in this greenhouse room, because the room itself is like a greenhouse plant shop thing. I still am kind of like, ugh, did I pick the right thing? But I think I did. The greenhouse thing, the little mini greenhouse thing with the flap. Oh my God, right? How cute is that? And it's like already so cute, but if we can customize it, rip. I don't even know if I'm gonna survive. It's so cute. I just love it so much. And that's definitely gotta be number 3. Number 2, this is kind of like a big number. Number 2, that's like a high placement. Number 2 has got to be my, not yours, but my, just kidding, it's all of ours, seal fountain. I just love the seal fountain. These beautiful seals. Like, why are we celebrating seals like this? I don't know. Did they save the town? This is just, we just love seals. We just thought that they were so beautiful. I love the seals on this fountain. And the fountain seems like really, really big too. It seems like a grand fountain. I love a fountain. I think that they are so chic. They are so classy. Like, you put that thing in the middle of the town and it's a real town. I don't think that the town is a real town until you've got a fountain in the middle of the town. I just made that up. I'd never really thought that before, but it makes sense, right? Doesn't it feel like your town's not like fully like a town? It doesn't matter. Or like just not finished until you have that fucking fountain in the middle. Just that fountain. Everybody comes to the fountain to congregate and throw money in it. And this is the seal fountain. I just love it so much. I think it's gorgeous. I love seals. You know me. I love that we've chosen to celebrate seals in this way. Can't wait to see if we can customize it. You know me. And it's number 2 because it's just so random and obscure, and I love it. I do. I must admit, if I haven't said it yet 52 times. Now, before we get to number 1, I have some honorable mentions. I'm not sure how many of these you're supposed to do, but this is my video and I don't care. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Is that, so this is kind of a list of 15 things, but these are honorable mentions. So they're not like on the list, you know, like they're not before any of these guys. They're just here because I wanted to mention them. The owl clock, obviously. This owl clock is so cute. It's not like changing anybody's lives yet because we don't have access to it yet, but it will. And maybe we can customize it. I just love it. Obviously, I love anything cute. You know me. Any chandelier, is that allowed? Didn't I tell myself I wasn't doing this, like the sets and stuff? I don't know. Just the chandeliers, maybe just this one and this one. I don't know. I just love the chandeliers. I think they're so pretty. There's like a couple hitters in there that are just like honorable mentions. There you go. The chainsaw. I know that I said that I am terrified of this chainsaw and what it could mean for our small community and for our people, but I cannot help but revere the boldness of Animal Crossing to put a chainsaw in this game. And you know me, I love my spooky islands. I love my spooky dream addresses. I'm excited to see what people do with this chainsaw. I think it's gonna get really, really unhinged. I think it's gonna get so cursed with this chainsaw. Like, this is the worst weapon in the game. This thing is it's just gonna cause a lot of damage to a lot of people and places. And again, I just cannot help but respect the fact that they put a chainsaw in this game. They did. It's the Molokai Chainsaw Massacre now, and we have no choice but to stand. This bus stop thing, gotta love it. It just is so Studio Ghibli. Again, wondering if we can customize. If not, that's fine. I just think it's gonna be so cute. I think we're gonna do cute shit with it. I know, actually we are. It's just, oof, right? Like, oh my God, these little bus stops. It's gonna be so cute. I'm getting cute rage over a bus stop. It's never happened before, but it's happening now, and that's why this bus stop deserves a shout out. And finally, for the honorable mentions, I just didn't feel right leaving this one out, even though I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this. I don't have any plans for this. Doesn't go with my island at all, but I will make it work with this large boy. I just love him. I think he's beautiful. I want to know more about him. I want to know if he's, I don't know, customizable, maybe, possibly. And I just think he has a lot of potential, not necessarily even for my island, but for other people's islands. But I will shoehorn him into my island somehow. And I think that he is so cute, so big, and so honorably mentioned in this video. Number 1. It was hard to pick, it really was, but then as soon as I realized what number 1 should be, it became all too easy because there's only one thing that really deserves a spot, at least for me, and maybe for others too, because they're just so different. They're like furniture, but they're not. Like, are they living things? Are they sentient? Like, is this a real thing? Or what are they? We don't know. But we love them anyway. It's the gyroids, number 1. Come on. Of course. And in this game, they are hitting harder than ever before. You have to admit. See, in past games, I was like, not the biggest gyroid fan. I would say that I liked them. I definitely had them, but like, I'd never really fully trusted them. I guess we could put it that way because they were weird looking. They were weird. They were just weird. And I was always kind of confused as a child, just being like, what are these? Though, and they were just jarring, but I love them anyway. And so now that they are back and they are like adorable collectible items, and they're going to be singing and making noises and moving in different ways, and they're customizable. And they're cute. A lot of them are so cute, and there's going to be so many, and they're going to be fun to collect. And we're going to be looking for them. And every time we get a new one, we're going to be so excited. And I have ADHD. And I love hyper fixating on things and buying them and collecting them in my home. Every time I purchase a plushie instead of paying bills, it fills the void in my heart. And I think it's going to be kind of like that with the gyroids because they're, again, so cute, customizable. There's a whole bunch of different ones. We haven't even scratched the surface with them. And they're like findable. Like you're going to be finding them and it's going to be exciting. It's like, oh, which one did we get? Do we already have this one? Oh, is this a new one? Let's see how we can customize it. I think that they are going to be so cute as decorations, but also as friends and companions. I think, they're going to fill that void in our hearts if we have one, just like these guys fill that void for me every day. And I would say out of all the items, like that is the thing that I'm most excited about is just going out there, finding the gyroids, seeing all the different types of them, hearing their little noises, seeing how we can customize them, and giving them my heart and soul. I'm so excited. I'm excited for all this shit, but those gyroids, I'm coming for you. And so is Tabby, apparently, with a chainsaw. So be careful, because she's got a torture chair now. Anyway, I will see you guys probably way before November 5th. But on November 5th, it's going down. It's going down. It's going down. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. And I appreciate the opportunity to just nerd out for a little while in this quick little video with you guys. And I will see you in the next one.